Ebusia, as of Monday, Bessie and Thursday, day, over 200 shops owned by foreigners, particularly Nigerians, have been shut down in Abossey Okai by the Abossey Okai Spare Parts Dealers Association, and here is the full details. Recently, any who send videos we are circulating online, and I think some women as well as men in Abossey Okai were going around with megaphones and normal announcements to the people and I say to the businessmen in Abossey Okai, telling them that they are about to take a move, they are about to do something, especially to the foreigners owning retail shops in Abossey Okai. Okai said they were giving them a 3-day ultimatum. They were supposed to vacate their shops. And this was Spare Parts Dealers Association. They were going to take matters into their own hands and close down their shops. And as they have started from Monday, ABC, and over 200 shops, and are closing it down. Now, prior to this, there was some meeting held between the chairman of the Abossey Okai Spare Parts Dealers Association, that is Henry Ochre, and the Nigerian-owned Traders Association, and Okachomo, why they were about to do what they were doing. Or Kayam at some point he was sort of schooling them on which part of our law what permits them to do what they are doing. That is the GIPC law. And this law sort of prohibits and also prevents foreigners and also non-citizens from owning what retail shops and also shops in general in the Ghanaian what market setting.
What we are saying is very clear and short. It's the law, GIPC law. And I quote, and I say, foreigners cannot engage in retail trading in markets, kiosks, or stores.
Now, in his submission, we got to understand, say, it is not just Abossey Okai. He mentioned other markets that these foreigners are not entitled to own shops in.
So, if a foreigner set up a store or a small retail shop in a market like Abossey Okai, Circle, Okaishi, Magazine, Swami, they are operating illegally. That is our short message.
The videos I'm about to put on your screen are some videos of the operations of the Ghanaian Spare Parts Dealers Association, and that they were closing down some of the shops owned by the foreigners. As you can clearly see, some of these foreigners were resisting. They were not understanding why their shops had to be closed.
The association. I'm asking you to comply in the market.
I don't know what I want to comply to.
Yes, so you have to come to us. I'm the chairman in the market. I'm calling upon Nigerians. You're a Nigerian. Just come and see me. That's all.
So by closing shop?
Yes.
How?
Because we have issues in the market.
We have been here for long.
It doesn't matter. I know you. I know you. But you see,
we have regularized all documents.
70% of people, yes, I understand.
It's not today.
A lot of people have closed their shop. They are not different from them.
Currently, the Ghana Union of Traders Association, that is GUTA, and I believe that is sort of the umbrella association that regulates the activities of all these other associations. Reports are showing that they are denying involvement in the activities of these Abossey Okai spare parts dealers. And at some point, I agree with them, because let's consider something. In as much as you are fighting for the good of Ghanaians, most of these foreigners are Bejimojuma and all of that. But we are talking of international trade here. We are talking of our bond with Nigerians. If you are doing this to them in Ghana, assuming Nigerians also get up and say that our laws prohibits Ghanaians from owning shops in Nigeria, what is going to happen? Because mind you, we have some of our brothers and sisters also here in Nigeria. And also, if we are talking about foreigners, if we are talking about immigrants, don't you think it is the responsibility of the immigration service And the law enforcement agencies also and not somewhat association and as a committee set by this Abossey Okai spare parts dealers. This is in my opinion, and I believe it does makes a lot of sense.
Ghana ni store, Nigeria ni store. No ama Ghana ni atnam. Na Ghana ni dia shape. Uba o se ni dia. Exilo ba o se sa Ghana ni ayi ni di. Ya paminu. Afi sa store num. Store o se ya udia no. Exile ya yi we di ya sa pamu afu. Enti sa de na Ghana for so ye na mo support Nigeria. Enye Ghana ni ebe hu a wa ji store udu Nigeria wu ye hu se ya udia. Ye do be di ya be pamu afi Abossey Okai.
And please, to my Ghanaian spare parts dealers, sir, you are fighting for this good. You are saying that foreigners see Nigerians for abejimojima and all of that, you know. Semu all these activities that you are doing, sit down amongst yourself. Have that meeting you also have to have. Most omu bejimojima, all right. But have you people also sat down to think, say, why do most Ghanaians also prefer to buy from these foreigners more than you Ghanaian businessmen and women? Yeah, but my price is so din. And trust me, so you'll be a what to do when Nigerians for who pay. You know, say, in as much as says sometimes their prices are outrageous, only they are able to reduce it for you to buy. Kowunya Ghana ni ho, kokasha ne se o to ade we. What price we ama wonko ade? You have to buy it at that price. And it is say obi to ade if all these foreigners what. And yet it say mo na mo pa mo. You are stopping them from buying from you because your prices are nothing to write home about. And if these foreigners are taking over your business, it should show you that clearly you are not doing something right. It's an internal meeting and have the meetings amongst yourself. And like I said, we ain't any liberal thing that you people can just sit down, set a committee, discuss, and then boom, on the move. You undertake whatever activity that you want to do.
So can you be a deal? And you be a deal. Oh, and you're fine. And you're fine,
The law is prohibiting them. The law is saying they shouldn't do that, they shouldn't do this. But please, allow the respected office. Mama Kwai, not the people that are supposed to handle this, no. They should handle it. And not some association and as a committee members, right? So please, you people should sit down and also do your things right. Guys, thank you so much for staying tuned with me. This is where I come to the end of today's video. I will catch you all in my next video.